John, the other thing that Browns fans are excited about and should be, Odell Beckham Jr. on the field doing some football drills, just 6.5 months removed from ACL surgery. Here's what Kevin Stefanski had to say about seeing Odell back on the field.
He looked good today. Day one of minicamp, and then we'll progress and make sure that we're having, obviously, dialogue with the player, with the training staff, the medical staff, etc.
And, John, it's important to note, didn't want to get too far ahead saying, boy, he's going to be ready for training camp, said we'll take it day to day. But to think about a guy being out there doing football-type drills 6.5 months removed from ACL, it's a testament to Odell that he got after it in his rehab process.
It is a testament to Odell Beckham, and without saying it, I think that Kevin Stefanski made it clear that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be ready to go for training camp. I think that it's safe to assume, and that was discussed among the press in the last hour. There was a question asked of Coach Stefanski, if participating now in OTAs, doesn't that mean that he will be ready for training camp? And Kevin Stefanski said, look, we're focused on today. He gave that coach answer, but you heard it from Jarvis Landry. Now you're hearing it from Kevin Stefanski. Odell Beckham Jr. has been a storyline for the negative throughout the last 8 months. And what I mean by that, Dave Bacon, is when people bring Odell Beckham Jr. up, they say that the Cleveland Browns' success came when OBJ was off the field. And is there something to be made of that? Does that mean that OBJ is not a part of the winning formula? Odell Beckham Jr. won a game for the Cleveland Browns in Dallas that I would argue was the early pivot point of the season, because the Browns nearly unraveled into a same old type of loss, and he got them back into that game and into the win column in that game. So for OBJ, this upcoming training camp and season is about proving that he can be part of the winning equation and add equation. You brought up those PFF, those Pro Football Focus wide receiver duo rankings. Let's call a spade a spade. Odell Beckham Jr. performs to the level that he's capable of, then the Cleveland Browns are going to go, because Jarvis Landry is Mr. Automatic for this team. I look at the potential, but I also look at the fact that OBJ, he's got to have a chip on his shoulder, Dave. He's the guy that people have questioned here since that injury and since the break off, and now people wonder, is he going to add or is he going to be for the negative? Let's see what happens, but I believe that for OBJ to be around winning and to be around Stefanski, the type of leader he is, that things can fall into place here in the right way.